we jump in here, I'd love to answer a couple of questions. First one is from Kimberly. This is for you, Jill. What accounting program do you use for your property management financials?
Yeah, so right now we're leveraging a platform called AppFolio, and we do all of our property management accounting through there.
All right, second one. This one is for you, Curran, because this is probably a good one for you to answer. Matthew, love the first name, by the way. What are your thoughts on utilizing your PM software, AppFolio or Propertyware, for corporate accounting? Have you used a PM software have you found I can't read today. Have you found using PM software burdensome for corporate accounting? If so, why?
Yeah, so we actually have never done this. We have definitely debated it. I would not recommend it. So you got to think about the PM software and who they're delivering to. And they're really focused on reporting of activity on real estate property. And I'm assuming all of the attendees here are really running a property management business. So you might find that you're running into limitations on what the PM software can do. So it's just not something that we've ever had or made use of, and don't think it's feasible if you're going to grow a small business to maybe a medium-sized business. So not something I'd recommend. You could probably get away with it if you're going to stay between 200 to 500 doors and deal with some of those limitations. But certainly at our size, it was rolled out pretty quickly.
What was the evolution of our corporate accounting software?
Yeah, so when I joined, we were on QuickBooks and it served our needs pretty well. We actually moved to a bigger ERP system that is under a company people have probably heard of, Sage. We use a product called Intact, and it's just a very robust platform. We actually made the move because we were running into limitations in QuickBooks and being able to pull various data insights out of our platform. And moving to a more robust accounting system actually allowed us to be more productive, and we were able to actually hire less people as a result and future-proof company growth. So QuickBooks, I'd say if you've got less than a couple thousand doors, will do just right for your business. But if you intend on growing, you'll probably want a more robust ERP system.
I would just be careful because QuickBooks is so user-friendly that I used to be able to maneuver around in it. And now I don't even know my Sage login anymore because it's too difficult for me to maneuver. So word to the wise, I would wait as long as possible. And Curran, maybe would it make sense to say maybe if you're multi-site, that's when you're going to need to start having that more complex reporting?
So not necessarily. If you're 1 to 3 markets, you're probably fine. QuickBooks can even digest multi-site reporting pretty well. It's really when you're wanting to add another dimension, so to speak, onto your reporting. So you've got QuickBooks can really digest location reporting and department reporting. So let's say for us, we've got a leasing department and we want to see how that's performing in Birmingham versus Nashville. Like QuickBooks, and there's FreshBooks, there's Xero out there, all very similar platforms can digest that. It's really when you start wanting to analyze something else. So as an example, we actually want to see insights to our client type. So we actually can look at our financials based off of the profitability of certain clients. So we want to compare clients that have maybe 1 to 3 units compared to clients that have more than 5 doors, and see what our revenue and expense streams look like at a client type. And that's where you start running into limitations with QuickBooks.
So Jamie asked, this is another one along the similar lines. She just says, do you recommend a separate corporate accounting software such as QuickBooks with AppFolio for a small PM? Would you even recommend that if they're really small? She says she's running into a lot of issues, even though people said she could use AppFolio.
Yeah, I would. If I were in your seat, I would definitely keep them separate just from the beginning. Books is extremely affordable. I think you can get the platform for $30 a month, and it just makes things so much easier. You can certainly try to do your accounting in AppFolio or Propertyware, one of the other big platforms, but I think you'll find that you're actually wasting more time trying to bend those softwares to your corporate accounting needs than if you just jump to QuickBooks right away.